Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's game features a team that can get it done on the ground. The Raiders are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against a Giants team that wants to keep the running game in check.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the New York Giants. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. To throw on second down is Smith. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Darkwa, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run again now with Darkwa. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
3rd down now following the run. To throw, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The fourth-year man from LSU, Brad Wing, to punt it away, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Here again is McKinnon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
And Smith saw something he didn't like. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on third down, Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On first down, Smith. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. Flushed out right. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. They run it with McKinnon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
See if they stay on the ground for second down. A shotgun snap for Smith. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Smith. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Smith eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Cordero Patterson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Here's Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie corner from Iowa, Desmond King. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
McKinnon will fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The Raiders on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And he finds Cook. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Smith on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. They run once more with McCannon. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Max Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here. But
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. New York set to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Darquan. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Cousins on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And now a first down following that long gain. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. All right, stat time. You have to go back to 1949 to find the last time a Giants team came back from 21 points down to win a football game. So history not exactly on their side. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. On play action, Cousins. Buying time to his left. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Cousins again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll run with Darquan. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got some real estate inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing, Cousins, flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Raider D, they get the football back. On 1st and 10, Smith. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So following the penalty, now 1st and 5. Now McKinnon. And his rough. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, gun. Let's go yellow.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. Out of the gun, Smith. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's McKinnon, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. To throw on 3rd down, Smith. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. On now is the kicker Jason Myers for the field goal try. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
New York set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number one headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. To throw is Cousins. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Carl Nassib in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. A strong running. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, right?
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Dalvin Tomlinson able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Smith. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to go down again. Jarvis Jones. He's the one to get in this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Spencer Lanning now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 2nd down. Cousins now. Now he'll escape to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Giants on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 45 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Cousins now to throw on first down. And the Raiders have got him. Aldon Smith. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They go play action. Cousins. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
Don't you just love advanced stats? For Alex Smith last season, 2.38 seconds from the snap to the ball was out of his hand. He's quick.
Fastest of any quarterback in the league. Another instance right there. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for Oakland, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.